Chapter 10, Semi-Formal Showdown. The night of the semi-formal. The house is decked out in bubbles, puffs of cotton, feathers, and a perfectly heaven scene for your Utopia-themed event. I can't believe how amazing this place looks. I feel like I'm floating on a cloud, literally. I know, right? This house was designed for parties like this. Which is all the more reason why we should get to keep the house instead of the stupid Omegas. Speaking of stupid Omegas, have you seen what they're doing with their half of the party out in the backyard? No, and I'm taking the high road. They can pull out all the stops, but who cares? Nothing they do will top the kick-ass party we've got planned. That's the spirit. We'll take the path less traveled and look good doing it. All we have to do is have more guests at the end of the night. It'll prove to Riley and the Omegas that nobody beats Lambda when it comes to throwing a semi-formal. Exactly. A classy event like this requires a lot more than a few kegs and shirtless jocks. You know, a good semi-formal is all about themed drinks and themed dress. Speaking of, we'd better get into our outfits before people start arriving. You and Dahlia head upstairs where your outfit that Dahlia picked out for you is ready and waiting. A heaven-themed party needs that angel at its helm, especially one that looks like sex on a cloud. So we have formal fashion, which is the non-diamond choice outfit, and heaven sent, make them think they've died and gone to heaven. Or Victoria's Secret, pick one. Oh, damn, you look amazing. We just went like that. We didn't even put it on, you know, it just appeared. I hope Riley starts drooling when he sees me in this. From afar, where he can look, but never touch. As you and Dahlia rejoin the party, you're happy to see what a success your decor and theme are. I feel like I'm on the runway of a lingerie fashion show. Oh, with bonus bubbles. The kind you blow and the champagne kind. You accept a glass of champagne from a gilded tray and sip, watching as a group starts to play Pin the Feather on the Angel. Wow, amazing. Hold still, I gotta get it this time for sure. Okay, but what, make sure you aim for my wings this time? See, Riley, all it takes is a little planning and a lot of prep, and the party practically throws itself. Just when you're starting to relax, your attention is pulled away to a group moving towards the back of the house. Wait, you're doing what outside? Trust me, you have to see it to believe it. You hand your glass off to Vanessa and turn towards the backyard. All this, Omega's not the only ones who can steal party guests with empty promises. The moment you step outside, you realize just how far you've crossed. The pool is dyed red, a path of floaties spread out across the top as people jump from one to the other. Oh, touch the lava and you die! This is lit, let's freaking go! The rest of the decor matches the blood red pool. Fake flames, red streamers turn the whole backyard into a delicious hellscape. They stole our idea, and then twisted it around. Well, 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 look who's found her way to the dark side. Riley sidles up to you, his gaze sweeping over you with bold, hot intention. Don't tell me you're a fallen angel come to indulge in pleasures down below. You try to hide your ready flush, but there's no denying that Riley's appreciative gaze turns your insides into liquid fire. You try to glare at him, but he's dressed in a suit from the tea party, and looking just as hot as before. Admiring the view, I tied the tie myself and everything this time. Riley, your looks have never been the problem. Roll your eyes on him and step back, putting some much-needed distance between you. You know as well as I do that you look good in everything you wear. Oh, Lambda, you're making me blush. That doesn't change the fact that you're a royal pain in my ass. Oh, everybody needs a hobby. Despite yourself, you can't hide your smile. Of all the tricks Omega could play on you, this one has promise. What are you calling your party themes anyway? Copycats are us? Oh, close. We chose the dystopia to your utopia, and the Omegas are the handsome devils in charge. It's cute, but a little derivative, don't you think? Derivative? What? Of course, you never would have come up with this idea without seeing Lambdas first. That's the problem with you, Megas. Your best work only comes from trying to one-up the superior org. For a long, drawn-out moment, it seems as if everything between you and Riley is back to where it used to be. Playful, flirtatious, and easy. But then Riley looks down at you, a serious expression marring the handsome lines of his face. Why are you out here, Danielle? I thought you were avoiding our party on principle. I am. That's not what it looks like to me. You're totally afraid that our party is outshining yours, aren't you? Of course not. I came out to get a breath of fresh air. His scowl deepens, making him look even more devilish than he did before. There you go again, lying to yourself and to me. Can't you just admit the truth for once in your life? Riley, you know nothing about me. You've known me for all of a few months. You're just in a position to tell me what is and isn't true. Gaze meets yours and hold it for a long, intense stare that makes your whole body break out into shivers. Gotta be sure about that, Danielle. I see you for who you really are. I always have. Something about his words makes you feel very unsettled and unsteady on your feet. Determined not to let it show, you turn and stalk away. I'll go play one of his stupid party games and show him I'm the only one here to get my guests back. You find a group setting up a game in a yard. Wyatt stands on a platform, a squirt gun tucked into his belt and a stereo behind him. Alright, y'all listen up. You've just stepped into the world of dance or die. Die. I choose to die. There's plenty of time for that. The game is basically red light, green light. Only if you don't freeze in time, I'll shoot you with my vodka water gun. And then you're dead. She means you're out. Last man or woman standing wins. Dance or die, huh? They're really pushing the devil theme. But two can play this game. The first round of dancing starts as Wyatt starts the music. Everyone moves and rises to the beat. The moment it stops, everyone freezes in place. One girl's left leaning against her partner. She wobbles, stumbles, and falls. Excellent. Now you belong to me. He aims, shoots a stream of vodka at the girl. She shrieks as it splatters all over her dress. Oh man, being dead is no fun. What am I supposed to do now? As inspiration strikes, you leap to take Wyatt's place. You feel a guilty twinge at telling yet another lie, but at least this one is for the greater good. I'm here to take over for you, Wyatt. Riley's looking for you. Do you too, Morgan? Really, why? Oh, it wasn't the Thetas moving the extension cords too close to the pool again. As Wyatt hands the gun over, you assume command of the crowd and of your plan. Don't worry, if you die, you can be resurrected by heading inside to the Utopia side of things. Everyone gets a chance to party at Lambda. Hell yeah, I hope I earned my wings. As the girl heads inside to be healed, you start the music up again. The group dances with renewed excitement, eager to find out who will be next to fall and to be lifted up again. Pick up the tempo, make the dance partner's partner up, calling out the dance moves. Pick up the tempo. As you start the next round, you adjust the setting on the stereo to make the music go 3 times faster. Things are heating up in here, Dystopia. Let's see if you can keep up. The remaining group shouts with delight as they start moving to a faster beat. Their bodies are slick with sweat and vodka as they try to keep up. Oh, is it just me or is it getting hot out here? Oh, isn't that the whole point? As you stop the music, everyone heads to their promised resurrection. The Omega Party is looking very sad and empty, and Riley didn't even notice you doing it. That'll teach him to steal our ideas and twist them around. You follow the partiers back into the house, ready to enjoy your success with the rest of Lambda. The house is packed when you enter. Everyone's laughing, talking as they enjoy the Lambda Angels plying them alcohol and party games. Sure, being surrounded by angels is fine for a while, but you know what they say, being wicked is a hell of a lot more fun. Oh wow, I wouldn't mind being wicked with someone like you. You stop in your tracks, your jaw dropping as you watch Riley lean close to the girl, his fingers brushing her cheek. I don't know about you, but I can't be wicked in a place with so much virtue. What do you say we carry this party back out to the fire and brimstone? Wait, is he flirting with her or trying to steal the guests back? Riley turns towards another couple, his grin devilish. His gaze passes over you, and you know he knows exactly what he's doing. The red-hot lava pool party isn't going to start itself, you two. What do you say, should we get this smash really going? He's definitely trying to steal my guest, and there's only one way to fight that kind of fire, with even more fire. Challenge Riley to a party game. Let's play Pin the Feather on the Angel. Okay. March over to Riley. Plant yourself in front of him. Nothing but a sweet, seductive smile on your face. Leaving already, Riley? But you just got here. He looks surprised, but not unhappy to see you. It's almost as if luring you towards him was his goal all along. Oh, look, it's my favorite fallen angel. What can I do for you? I was just thinking that since I took the time to play a game at your party, you should return the favor. His voice is pure silk as he draws a step closer towards you. Name it, Lambda. With you, I'm willing to play. Clap your hands, drawing the attention of everyone around you. The sooner you get this started, the sooner you can put Riley in his place. Did you hear that, guys? It's time for a game of Pin the Feather on the Angel. As cheers break out all around you, someone hands you a white satin blindfold and a bag of feathers. The rules are simple. My favorite demon and I'll take turns wearing the blindfold and pinning a feather on our opponent's clothes. Yeah, but how is that fun for us? Easy. For every feather that successfully lands, we'll have to remove that item of clothing. Well, well, look who's feeling brave. You ignore Riley and continue addressing the crowd, which has already doubled in size. You smile primly at them. The clothes coming off is a metaphor, of course. We have to cast off our mortality in order to transform into the ultimate heavenly being. Unless I win, of course, in which I'll be transforming you into a demon like me. Riley. May the best mythical creature win. You hold out your hand and keep it steady until he slips his palm against yours. The heat from his hand seems to work up your whole body. It's the ultimate battle of good versus evil, and I know who I'm rooting for. Just be warned, Riley, I don't go down easy. As long as you go down in the end, I don't care how we get there. Lord help me. Since the game was your idea, you're up first. You hold yourself perfectly still as one of the guests slips his satin tie over your eyes. Someone should spin her around 3 times. No need, I can handle it on my own. Spin a circle once, twice, 3 times. Your head feels dizzy, but in a good way as you accept the darkness and let all the other senses take over. I already know how good Riley smells. All I have to do is inhale and let my instincts guide me. You extend your hand out as you breathe in deep. In addition to Riley's rich, intoxicating scent, you can hear the sound of his steady breathing. Come out wherever you are. Do your worst, angel. At the sound of Riley's low, seductive voice, you realize you're standing much closer to him than you thought. All you have to do is stretch a hand out and... Alright, pin him on his shirt, front, pants, suit, jacket. Pants. You sweep the feather down low and affix it to his thigh, trying not to linger over the powerful flex of his muscle under your touch. In a move that surprises even you, you slide your hand up around to his hip, your fingers digging in as you grip the side of his tight, taut ass. I see how it is, you're holding nothing back. Because it wouldn't be a fun game if you held back. You drag the blindfold down from your eyes to find Riley already making short work of stepping out of his pants. He shows no shame as he stands there in his underwear, his perfect ass on display for all to see. He reaches for one of the feathers before determinedly pushing up his sleeves. Excellent. Now it's my turn. His throat goes dry as he sweeps a hot, liquid gaze over you before slipping the blindfold over his eyes. You are already so exposed in your wings and wisps of cloth. Lose too much more, and you'll be naked in front of the whole party. Here I come, little angel. You'd better hide. He lunges forward before you have a chance to get your bearings. Your heart leaps to your throat as he misses you by a few inches. It's supposed to be a game, not an attack. And you shouldn't have made the prize so enticing. Oh damn, I'm definitely playing this next. If we aren't all passed out by the second-hand pheromones by then. The crowd is so big by now that you know you have to pull out all the stops if you're going to get the better of Riley as he reaches for you for a second time. You think fast. Sneak attack him from behind. Or let him pin me wherever he wants. Yeah, sneak attack. You neatly sidestep him, leaving him nothing but air. You slide around behind him and dip your mouth low to his ear. You didn't think I'd make it that easy on you, did you? Your lips are so close to his neck you can practically taste his skin. Lulled by his warmth and how desperately you want to close the distance between you, you pause a moment too long. So he whirls around and catches you in his arms. I guess this angel was flying a little too close to the sun. You gasp as he reaches around and plants a feather over one of your right breast. Although you linger long enough to cop a feel, you find yourself straining up into his touch. That's my good girl. He steps back as he pulls the blindfold away, watching with a hungry look as you slide the top of your angel outfit down your bare shoulders. Riley's gaze seems to devour you whole as you stand there for the entire party to see. The air between you throbs with tension, but the game must go on. Oh, damn, Danielle. I guess I'm more susceptible to virtue than I thought. But if I lose, I'll be dragging you to hell with me. I think you'll like it there. You gulp, no longer able to hide the fact that this game has less to do with beating Riley and more to do with stripping him bare. What do you say? One more round, winner takes all. I feel like a winner already, Lambda, but it's your game. Which one of us is wearing the blindfold this time? You take your lower lip between your teeth as you consider your options. The prospect of seeing Riley naked is very enticing, but the liquid pool of longing between your legs is making it hard to think. I feel so powerful right now. If I undress even more, who knows where that power will lead me. I choose to pin the feather on Riley. Hand me that blindfold, I'm going in. The crowd lets out a delighted cry as you slip the blindfold over your eyes for one final round. This time Riley doesn't even try to run or hide as you approach. I don't want to tell you before, but avenging angels are my favorite thing. You step forward with your hands outstretched. The moment you make contact with Riley, you lose track of everything but the warm, solid bulk of his body. You start at his neck before sliding your hands lower, your fingers trailing over his chest before dipping down the hard plane of his abs. Every part of him is like a hot steel to the touch. A low groan meant only for your ears escapes him as you slide the flat of your palm over his groin. Well, Danielle, you're gonna go all the way. That depends, Riley. Are you gonna make it worth my while? You let your fingers graze lightly over the tops of his thighs one last time before landing the feather in place. Holy crap, they actually did it! Best party ever! The crowd goes wild as the final item of clothing slips away, but you barely notice as you and Riley stare at each other, fully exposed and breathing heavily. The throbbing between your thighs is so strong that you have to fight a whimper. If Riley so much as touched you right now, you'd probably combust on the spot. I see what you're trying to do here, Danielle. He leans in close, his voice barely a murmur as he brings his mouth to your ear. It'll never work. Wanting you has never been the problem. All of a sudden, the mood shifts. Instead of beating with a promise, your pulse suddenly kicks into high gear. But trusting you has. He stares you down as he slips back into his clothes, and you follow suit. Focus, Danielle. Remember the goal. Lambda, party, winning. You keep a smile plastered to your face as you look up into Riley's overconfident face. He's so sure he has this in the bag. Isn't this a little cliche for the demon to infiltrate a utopia like this? Shame on you, Lambda. I thought forgiveness and resurrection were for everyone. Some sins are too big to be forgiven, and you've committed most of them. Can you blame me when the temptation looks as good as you do? You can't flatter your way out of this one, so don't even try. Instead of giving in, Riley moves towards a couple nearby. I hear there's an opening on the lava pool soon. You might want to head outside to get one of their floaties. Oh, no, he doesn't. So basically, he's just resuming. The game was pointless. You stalk after him, determined not to let him poach your hard-earned guests. You know, Omega probably used the kind of dye that doesn't wash off. If you go in the water, you'll be red for a week. We did not. He moves to another group, his stride more purposeful this time around. Did you hear all the feathers used in this decor were plucked from live swans? What, really? That's animal cruelty. Yeah, but Omega's plan to roast the swan over an open spit. And even worse, they're gonna tell everyone it's just chicken. It's low, Daniel, even for you. Barely notice that the conversation is all but stopped around you. Everyone is in the party giving you wide berth. Was that supposed to be funny? Does it look like I'm laughing? You toe closer. Hot fury taking over. Just as you start to shove a finger in Riley's face, you feel yourself being yanked back. Come with me, Danielle. There's something you need to see. Now. You barely have time to blink as Dahlia starts pulling you up the stairs towards your bedroom. What's going on? Is something wrong? Yes, Danielle, something is wrong. And something is you two. Oh no, you're two commanders and have decided to side against both the leaders. Oh shit. Dahlia shoves you roughly into your room while Wyatt does the same to Riley. The door slams shut and you hear them jam a chair underneath the doorknob. Are you locking us in here? Have you lost your minds? Sorry, Danielle and Riley, but we didn't have any other choice. Seriously, guys, another minute of that shouting match there, and the entire semi-formal would have been ruined. You turn to glare at Riley, but he's busy glaring back. This is your fault for stealing my party idea and all of our guests. You're the one who stepped into my side of the party first. Yeah, well, we'll let you out as soon as you figure out how to get along. You can barely believe your ears as their footsteps recede down the hallway, leaving you and Riley all alone in your bedroom. Riley, I'll never forgive you for this. This is your fault if you haven't snuck inside to steal all my party guests. You mean the party guests that were poached from me with that little stunt outside? Typical. You always blame everyone else for your problems. That's because you are my problem. All my hard work putting the semi-formal together, and I don't even get to enjoy it. Thanks a lot, Riley. Oh, shocker. Danielle Bartlett lying to herself again. Why can't you just admit that you're just as much to blame as me? What are you talking about? If you've just given up the house from the start, none of this would have happened. Oh, please, you think you're so perfect. You're just as messy and drama-prone as I am. His eyes sparkle challengingly as he draws near to you. He runs a hand through his hair, mussing it until it tumbles about his head. Actually, or even worse than me, because you like it. Oh, how dare you. With a low laugh, he pinches your chin and lifts your head until you're forced to look him in the eye. You stiffen under that hot, pulsing look. Admit it, Danielle, you get off on scheming against me. You crave it. You gulp, pinned into place by his touch and his ragged breathing. The fire in his eye seems to ignite something deep inside of you. So what? You want me to thank you, get on my knees and praise the skies? His grip changes suddenly, his fingers no longer pinching but sliding slowly up the side of your jaw. His gaze darts down your lips, lingering on the way they fall open, just so. You suddenly feel aware of just how alone the two of you are inside your room. Behind you, the bed beckons, soft and tempting. Almost as soft and tempting as his mouth. Don't you get it by now, Danielle? I don't want your thanks, not unless you give in to me first. Really? Take advantage of... So basically, bounce chicka wow wow. No. Even though every part of you yearns to teach Riley a lesson, you quash the traitorous longing down as far as it will go. You're mad at Riley, remember? He's only doing this as a way to prove he's right. Stalk to the corner of your bedroom, yank a book from the shelf, even though you can barely see the words through your anger, you settle in and pretend to read. A few hours of the silent treatment will show him how I really feel. Which is conflicted. I mean, let's be honest, he literally kind of caused this when you think about it. You have no idea how much time has passed since you and Riley were locked in your room, but the sounds of the party are still in full swing downstairs. At this rate, we're going to be stuck up here till morning. I wonder if Wyatt and Dahlia forgot about us. You jump at the sudden sound of the commotion from outside. You and Riley dash to the window and throw open the curtains. Whoa, did you guys plan a fireworks show too? What do you mean, too? Is this your doing? Your gaze moves down from the fireworks lighting the sky to the bright flames of several trees in the woods behind the house. Riley, fire! And that's not all. Look at the Gamma house. The top window is shattered and spraying glass everywhere. You feel sick as car alarms start blaring up and down the street. This is no simple fireworks show. Something is terribly wrong. Break the door down, try to climb out the window. Break the door down. You grab the handle on the door and start shaking it with all your strength. No matter how much you kick and bang it, it doesn't budge. Stand back, I'll get us out of here. Riley! You watch, eyes wide, as Riley tilts his shoulder and barrels at the door full speed. With splintering crash, he breaks through it and the chair on the other side. See, Danielle, I won't let anything bad happen to you. Okay, Mr. Chivalrous. You both dart out the door and head to the street, where fire trucks are already on the scene. Almost everyone from the party is gathered there. Daniel, thank God. Omega didn't tell us they were setting off fireworks, and now look what happened. It blew up in their face. How do you know those were ours? You guys are just extra about party planning. You and Riley share a quick glance. He looks just as suspicious and shocked as you feel. Something's not right here. And I think I see the Greek Life Oversight Committee coming our way. We're all in for it now. A short time later, you and the core Lambdas and Omegas are in the living room getting the lecture of a lifetime. Not only did you fail to get the permit for the fireworks, but the damages extend over a 3-block radius. But I'm telling you, this wasn't our fault. We take fire safety very seriously. Not to mention property damage, fire damage, injuries related to broken glass, the list goes on and on. Don't look at me. If there's one thing Omega knows, it's how to make sure fireworks go up and not out. Save it for the probation hearing. I expect to see you all there stat. Interesting. But without further ado, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down in the description, plenty of things to check out, ways to support and whatnot. Aside from that, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. This is how I feel, right? I'm just gonna make this short and to the point. So Riley started this feud back up. And Dahlia and Wyatt, right, are all like, hey, yo, it's your boy, peace offering. We need to put him in a room and make him bang or whatever. Which is confusing, because Dahlia was all like, no, we shouldn't be doing that, and tempting fate, and yada, yada, yada. It's weird. It's weird, the whole hot and cold, don't do this, then do that, then do... It's just weird. I don't know what else to say. It just feels like the writing is so sporadic and all over the place that you just don't know how to feel. And I know a lot of you have already said that, you know, you're not a fan of this book, and you're not a fan of the overconfident, egotistical guy that is our love interest, and I don't blame you. Right? Like, I can get behind a little bit of coaxing and teasing and things like that, but there's a lot of other issues to do, and it seems like, you know, I miss freshmen, right? There was actually college classes, and there were actually things to do, and there was Professor Vasquez, and all this other stuff. Like, there were actually things going on, and it was a good balance, and this book is just really just all in on one singular aspect, and that's it. So it's just, it just gets really annoying. And to think this is chapter 10. Am I the only one who can't wait for this to be over? Let me know. Otherwise, catch you all later. Peace out.